Absolutely crucial information coming from the lounge. Everyone, make sure that you are safe, healthy, hygienic, because besides interacting with people or being in the kitchen, we all gotta be super duper clean. Now, looking for a great recipe to entertain your family or friends this weekend? Well, on our menu today, Chef Chumi's Butro Meilie rice and sausage tart will definitely make sure to be the perfect braai dish after sizzling those boeries on the coal. Like, you need to try this at home, everyone. And to do that, SMS the keyword Clover to 33650. SMSs are charged at R1.50 and free SMSs do not apply. You have promised a lot here because a lot of South Africans, you know, it's summer, it's February, we are definitely outside braaiing. So this is a perfect recipe to try in the kitchen and on the braai.
Yes, I figure if you are umakoti and you want to impress your in-laws, this is one tart to bring to them, because meat, done. Starch, done. Chakalaka, done. You're sorted.
All of our favorites.
One meal, like you've won them over. So we're going to start with our tart. Like we mentioned, it's a Mielie rice tart. So the base of our tart is the Mielie rice. So we're going to start with that now, just get that into the pot, get it cooking.
So I know Utumi has been judging me since the beginning of the show because I did not know, or rather I wasn't familiar with Mielie rice. I didn't know how Mielie rice is prepared, the consistency. Mina ngazi papa, and besides papa no poto, I know umngosho, you know, stamp. So how does this play? Where does this fare?
So what I'd like to say, this is just my interpretation, right? You've got one grain that's basically been broken down 3 times. You've got samp, then after samp is the Mielie rice, then after Mielie rice is the pap. So you've basically taken one grain and you've broken it down into all these different sizes, basically. And if you can see the consistency of it, the actual grain, once it's actually cooked, it becomes thick and it holds together, which is different to rice. Rice is very flaky, so it actually,
and it disperses.
Yes, whereas this grain actually holds together.
So this grain is the best of both worlds,
basically, yes. I said something like this earlier in the week, but if let's just say Pap and Samp had a baby, it would be
Mielie rice. This Mielie rice looks really, really good, though. I'm very excited to try it. So hopefully now you will not revoke my license as an African lady here, because we're learning, we're growing with each other. So you're creating now, what?
Yes, so what we're going to do now is we also want to flavor the Mielie rice. We're making the tart, so we don't want the flavor to only be in the chakalaka. We want the flavor to be in the actual Mielie rice as well. So what we've got in the pan here, we've got our onion as well as some garlic and some bay leaves for those aromatics, you know, for those flavors to, you know,
come together. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And I see you definitely, you splash some butter on here.
Yes, and because of the creaminess of the butro oil, what it does is that it gives you that blend of sunflower oil and butter.
Delicious.
So that just makes it even greater. Like, it's perfect for your pantry. Like, it's basically a perfect ingredient to have in your pantry. What I'm going to do, actually, before I continue here, is just take out the bay leaves, which I should have done before I put it in there. But anyway...
All good. So this butter oil as well, I know that it's kosher and halal certified, so it is basically good for everyone. Doesn't matter your culture, doesn't matter your religion, what creed you belong to. This is something for you. It's packed with nutrients, and that flavor, that you know, that oiliness is definitely something that is needed when you're dealing with something that can be a bit dry.
Yes, exactly. You're right. So this is the very same butter oil that we use to fry up our sausage as well. In this case, we've used nice, beautiful boeries. If you don't eat red meat, you can always use chicken sausages. If you don't want to go too deep, you can even use Viennas if that's your thing. You know, it's not.
And there's also very good vegan and vegetarian options out there and substitutes. So whatever tickles your fancy, you can do it. Or go ahead with straight mushrooms then.
Girl, you've got it. Like, you've got this. I think, like, we need to start changing sessions now. You need to be here and I need to be in the lounge.
Some places, like... No, thank you, girl. We got you here as our taste master for a reason, because this is definitely going to be a very flavorful dish. And if you would like to try this at home, as we are creating the layers of this tart, simply SMS the keyword Clover. This looks really, really good.
Yeah, so this is the second layer of our tart. And then the third layer is our chakalaka. I don't know if you like to make your own chakalaka or buy it. It depends on my mood.
For me, I was going to say... It depends on my mood. You know, stores these days in 2020 has made a lot very, very easy for us. So you do get that pre-made chakalaka, but nothing beats a homemade chakalaka, because you can play with the different flavor intensities. If you love something a little hot, do you want to put another layer? If you like something a little hot, you can do that too. But if you like it a bit milder, you can play with it the way you want to. And I know, Chef Dumi, you say that you do something special with your chakalaka.
Yes. If I'm feeling lazy, I actually like to add some acha to my chakalaka, because it adds that additional tanginess. And then if I want to as well, I add some sugar. So it literally is up to you as well with the chakalaka. If you want to go crazy, add some tomato sauce, add some mayo. It's completely up to you. Like, girl in the kitchen, it's all up to you. Do what you feel is best for you and your tummy.
Yeah, let's continue adding these layers.
And this is the last layer now of our tart. What we're going to do after this, once we've put the last layer of the chakalakas, we're going to add some cheese and then put it all into the oven and then bake it off until it's nice and cheesy and melty and golden brown on the top. And delicious.
I'm going to have that. I'm going to add some of this clover cheese as well, just doubling up on the clover flavors. And whilst this is, you can put that in and it comes out looking this great. I mean, this is definitely something filling. It is family friendly and everything is good when you share it. We all know that in the kitchen. Now, to get this recipe, simply SMS the keyword Clover to 33650. But in case you missed it, here's a quick recap. It's all for me.
Made with love by Clover. Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA. Made with love by Clover.